Right then, what's going on, you peasants? Nah, I'm joking. What's going on, guys? Wolfie here. Welcome back to my Borussia Dortmund career mode on FIFA 16. Nah, got that tense game against Bayern Munich. A game I'm not really looking forward to. A game that is very tense and a game that is very, very special in the Bundesliga. Dortmund versus Bayern Munich is always a classic. It's always tense. It's always a special occasion. And it wasn't long before they got off to the mark. New signing Pogba for Bayern Munich takes a shot there off the free kick. And Berkey does really well to keep that out, and it remained as 0-0. Fantastic passing by the team here. Kagawa to Schmelzer, Schmelzer to Royce, Royce back to Kagawa. It was brilliant. It was fantastic. Takes a shot, but that gets deflected, and I went up for a corner kick. However, nothing really happened from the corner. Kagawa here, really good pass, really good vision to see Royce there. Royce cuts back, goes forward, takes a shot, and completely scuffs it. Like, I don't know what's going on with Royce in my career mode right now, but whether he's having family issues or his wife's left him or something, but we need to have a chit chat because the finishing is not there. And brilliant play here. Kagawa couldn't get the shot there. I think that was Kagawa, but then Royce took the deflection and it just didn't go in. Keeper just kept that out, but we were all over Bayern Munich in this game. You could see it there. They were just not really in the war kind of mind state, and Aubameyang slots in a header from Royce's pass, and that does make it 1-0 just before half time. Really, Bayern Munich were not in the game at all. Like, completely, heads were gone. The defense was all over the place, and I don't think Pep would have been too happy about this. But look at this, a brilliant pass through to Castro there. I played Castro on the right in this game, and it proved well, and he slots that in the back of the net. I don't really know. I remember Castro playing out wide for Wolfsburg, but I'm not too sure. I think it was Wolfsburg. I think he played for Wolfsburg. I'm not too sure, but I remember him playing out wide for whatever team he was at last. Let me know in the comment section down below. I think it was Wolfsburg. And in this game, he plays as centre midfield, but he also can play as right mid, I think. So I just played him on the right to see what would happen, and he actually did bag himself a goal, which was really good for us, and it made the game 2-0. So we were in high spirits in this game, really good spirits. But then, you know, Bayern Munich started to get their head in the game, and the chances were starting to flow through. The passing was starting to get better, and then here we were going forward with Gabriel, and then freaking Benatia just bulldozed into the ground. Gabriel is like the guy that just wins me free kicks and penalties, literally, in this career mode. Royce with the free kick here goes over the bar, doesn't scare the keeper one bit. He should be doing better, but that's how the game ended, 2-0, and the team is starting to really gel. I think you saw that through some of the highlights there. The team is really starting to get a feel for each other, starting to know when to pick up passes, starting to know who does who and who works well there, and who's running into space and whatnot. So it's really nice to see some training here for the youngsters. And our next game was against Mainz away. Mainz are a very tricky side. They actually can pull results out of the bag out of nowhere. So you've got to be really careful when you place Mainz. But what a shot that was! I was actually using my my actual like under 18 squad, like the not the under 18s, but a mixture of first team players that I wasn't using and some of the under 18s. And here we got Abdel Haknouri, who bags a goal, and it was just cool. It was just smooth, chilled. He didn't worry. I think Nuri is going to be a monster in FIFA 16, and he does reach a potential, I think, of 83 or something like that, 83 or 86. I can't remember, but he does reach a high potential over the 80 mark, which is very good. So that's very nice that we have a player of that potential in the squad here. Nice passing through to Pijek. Pijek back to Castro, and Castro takes a shot, trying to get another goal off of his goal in the last game, but couldn't find the back of the net here. Mainz here with a bit of passing. It was weird. Like, we would dominate, and then they just find the chance to get a shot on goal, and it was just like, wait, like, we're dominating. This shouldn't be happening. Like, the defense should be on point. But Gerson took a shot there. Nuri could have had a shot for himself, but passes it on to Januzaj, and Januzaj smashes that in the back of the net. Keeper had no chance whatsoever. Januzaj gets his first goal for Borussia Dortmund, and the guy that I don't really rate in this game, I don't know. He feels very sluggish. I think I mentioned that in previous episodes, but Aubameyang, Januzaj feels very sluggish in FIFA 16. I don't know what it is. He doesn't feel like he's got a lot of flair like other players do, and I think he should do, because he has got a lot of potential in real life, and I think in this game, I'm not too sure, I haven't really checked it out, but that was the end result. We did get a win over Mainz, which was very nice for us indeed. So I'm not too fussed with what happens in the games as long as we're getting the points and getting the goals. It's all good, and you can see it. Look, the team's gelling, which is nice. So you know, for me, FIFA 16 career mode this year, despite the small majority of changes they've made, it does feel a bit realistic because it's taken me like so many games just to get the team to gel and just to play well with Dortmund. Like, it's taken me so long. Whereas in like FIFA 15, you play your first 2 matches on FIFA 15 and you're fine with the team. But Aubameyang was pretty much through here, takes a shot, keeper does well to save it, but Aubameyang gets the header off the deflection, and that is 1-0 against Ajax in another Europa League game. But yeah, as I was saying, like, it just does feel realistic. But we'll look at this pass from Herrera. This is why I signed him. This is why I signed him. That is why I signed him. El Ghazi with the touch. That's why I also signed him. El Ghazi with the finish. That's why I freaking signed him, mate. Yeah, that combination was just absolutely fantastic. 2-0 against Ajax in our Europa League game, which meant that we were definitely going through in the Europa League to the next round, which is good for us. But yeah, that was pretty much it, really. Nothing really much happened here. We had a free kick with Aubameyang, and he hit the crossbar. We couldn't get a header on or anything after it hit the crossbar, and it still remained as 2-0 as we're closing in to the end of the game. And that's how the game ended, 2-0, another 2-0 result. But I don't really care. As long as we're getting the goals, the team's playing well, we're fine. We're cruising through this. So yeah, I'm going to end the episode here. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like, and I will see you next time. Peace.